fish, as you can probably guess. Something smells a little fishy here, and it's definitely John.
It is definitely me.
Yeah, but no, we have a Merfolk mirror happening at round 3 here for Wednesday Night Standard.
I wonder how different their decks are.
Yeah, I'm also interested to see. The choice of like low drop Merfolk is something that a lot of decks have been not agreeing on.
Really?
Whether they want to play like the 1-mana 1/1 that puts a counter on something. Like everyone's playing the Command of Speaker. That's happening.
So the debates between Jade
Barrier and the unblockable guy, Miscloaked Herald, whatever that card's called.
That one. Listen, show me your cankles. I'm not going to let you talk bad about Jund and suggest Unbanned Seething Song.
That's
one
just,
or the other.
That just might be heresy.
All right, so no 1-drop for Luke.
That's not where we want to be. We want to have a 1-drop. We have a 1-drop for Dan.
The Speaker.
He also has what I think might be the most important 2-drop in the deck. Both of them in both Silvergill Adept and Deeproot Elite.
Yeah, you definitely want both of those cards.
Both those cards are very powerful.
Here's the Silvergill Adept. Let's reveal.
That's a promo. What are we revealing?
A Jade Bearer.
Okay. What's your preferred method of revealing cards in your hand?
I put it face down with the card.
You mean like face up?
No, face down with the card. Then flip it.
Okay. I just like whenever it has like play like Silvergill Adept and then put like the Jade Bearer like near my lands. Kind of like I'm casting a spell and say like revealing Jade Bearer.
Sure. I usually keep it face up on the table afterwards. Just so they know.
That's fair.
It's coming.
Trying to be nice.
We've got a Growing Rights of Itlamok, it looks like, from Luke.
Whoa.
That's interesting. I don't know that it's good, but it's interesting.
Yeah. We also have a Deeproot Waters in hand for Dan.
Yeah.
He's going to go wide.
That one's really good with this
Deeproot Elite. Yeah.
They even name them so you don't accidentally play one without the other.
Yeah. They just know if you want to play both.
Here's the bearer. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this Silvergill Adept's getting in for 4.
We're not blocking that.
Yeah, just double block it.
Yeah.
Easy,
so
easy.
If Dan just taps out to play Deeproot Waters, Luke has a Spell Pierce in hand.
Oh, wow.
He's going to get got.
Spell Pierce is a nice one.
Herald of Secret Streams.
I'm fine with that. It's like
Dan's
a
hand.
one of.
Yeah, it works well with Deeproot Warrior. Oh, it's happening.
This is happening.
Spell Pierce, let's go.
Do it.
There's no can you beat this? I don't think you can beat this card. You have to, what?
He's resolving?
Why are we not spell piercing this?
Are we sure it's spell pierce and not the new negate?
I'm pretty sure it's spell pierce. It's a card on like the far left of his hand.
Yeah, it looks like a spell pierce.
Yeah, that's a spell pierce. How does he beat this? He doesn't have
win right now.
He doesn't have trample. He can make a Kumena absurdly big and then make it unblockable.
I mean, so he's going to get in a bunch of damage right this second.
It's true, but then like every Merfolk that Dan casts is 2 Merfolk. He's 2 in hand.
And that land, the Oasis gives trample, right?
I don't know, it doesn't.
+3/+3.
I don't think it does.
Oh well.
Can we pull Hash Up Oasis up on the screen? Maybe I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong.
I am willing to admit that I know less than 10% of the cards that are being played in the standard right now.
Let's see. Gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Activates ability only anytime you cast a sorcery.
Oh, here's another Silvergill Adept.
Revealing his own copies of Herald of Secret Streams. Now, he doesn't have a way to give things +1/+1 counters yet.
He does not. This is getting
Dan
out of
does.
hand. Real quick.
So, Dan just... Does he have a 4th land? More specifically, a 4th blue source?
I don't see it in hand, but he has a Silvergill Adept. Which
Yeah. Well, he has
right
2
now.
Silvergill Adepts.
So the first one...
What are we revealing? I think we reveal Commander Speaker.
It's fair.
Draw a card.
Oh, if he draws a card...
There's a forest. Do we have another 1-drop that we can play?
I guess we just missed this Deeproot Waters triggers. We missed the Deeproot Elite trigger.
Oh, Lord. I think now we're getting it, I guess.
Fine. So I think technically if you draw that card, it's too late to get either of these triggers.
Deeproot Waters, yes. The Deeproot Elite, no. Because you
Okay.
could just say you're stacking the triggers so that this rolls first. Wait, why is there a counter on the
You can
Kumena
put it on
speaker?
any.
Oh, but you can put on any Merfolk?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. I did not realize it was any Merfolk. I just thought it was on that Merfolk. That's nuts.
Spider Monkey Beta, you need to just delete everything in this text box.
Please.
And,
It's getting a little
you're,
out
like,
of hand.
typing in between the lines. Unacceptable. Just delete it all.
So we can just... See, I kind of wanted to put the counters on the Merfolk, like the tokens, because you have this Herald of Secret Streams in his hand.
Right.
Just make as many things unblockable as possible.
Well, so making these Kumena speakers into 3/3s makes it so they both trade with this Silver Gill Adept. So you can't
That's
just
true.
bounce and swing profitably.
Yeah, a lot of these decks are playing Unsummon.
Yeah, which is weird, but
It's,
I'm down with it. It's okay.
Which actually there is one in Dan's hand. But I think it's just a causality of you do need to interact with your opponent, and blue and green are not good at interacting with your opponent's creatures.
Right. This Herald is weak here. I mean, he could swing with everything, but
Yeah,
he's got
it
more
just lets him
creatures
get
than
in
you.
for 4. And as far as that, like, this Deeper Waters is just going to take over this game.
Yeah.
Although
Well,
Dan
Dan's
really...
at 8.
Dan is at 8. There's another blue source.
Into play tapped.
So his hand is Silver Gill Adept, Herald, Unsummon. Would you want to hold up Unsummon here or play Silver Gill Adept? What do you think your chances of dying are?
So your chances of dying are really high.
Yeah.
Because any Merfolk is going to do it.
Well, no.
Because you can activate the Oasis for +3/+3.
That is true. So
Not any Merfolk. He doesn't have the deeper.
yeah, he doesn't have
buyback.
Deeper Delete. That's what I was saying. He has to have another way to distribute counters. Jade Bearer.
Jade Bear will do it.
Actually, no, that doesn't do it because he can't cast Jade Bearer and activate.
He has a force in hand.
Oh, he's a force land. Never mind.
So he can. Not likely, but he can do it. Offering up the trades here.
I think if you're Dan, I think you're fine with this. You're gonna be able to rebuild a board much easier than Luke is because you have Deep Root Waters.
Yeah, and you don't want to bounce a Jade Bear, and you don't want to bounce a Silver Gill Adept.
But you'll bounce a Herald Secret Streams all day long.
Yes, you will. And that'll be a big deal here. You do need to deploy some more to the board so that you can kill off this Silver Gill Adept.
Well, you,
Oh, he has the counter, or the tokens. Too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can...
although he can't both unsummon and play more to the board this turn, which is slightly unfortunate.
A bit awkward. So he can blank this Oasis, which is probably going to have to be the play.
Yeah, most likely. Unless, well, no, what he can do is if he activates Oasis, that you let that resolve, that's fine. And then before blocks, you bounce the Herald. Or bouncing the Silver Gill Adept?
That seems loosey-goosey.
That seems very loose. Just a free draw. I've played games where my opponents have bounced their own Silver Gill Adepts with unsummons just to draw cards.
You going to reveal a Merfolk?
Or are we just paying...
I think we just have to pay the 3.
full retail. 5 mana, 2/1, that cantrips.
That's fine.
Gone are the days of Rogue Refiner. We have to pay for our cantrips now.
Looks like Dan's going to have a
Very nice
Silver Gill of
turn.
his own here.
Trigger the Deep Root Elite. Put in the counter. I might...
Oh,
Oh!
Kumena.
We drew Kumena. Okay, we need to remember our Deep Root Elite triggers, Dan. This is a thing that needs to be happening. Okay.
We're putting the counter on it? Where are we putting this counter?
I'd put the counter on Silver Gill Adept.
I'm okay with it on a hexproof guy, actually.
I'm not too worried about the hexproof guys because, again, like these decks don't have a good way to interact.
Right.
So I don't think the hexproof is especially relevant. But you know what is relevant?
This guy.
Kumena.
Very
And
much so.
this just might be lethal. With the trigger, with Deeper Waters, he has enough to both draw a card and put a counter on everything.
Does he? Yeah.
Doesn't he get another Merfolk with
He should get
the trigger?
Merfolk, but
We might be running out of Merfolk.
those are not the store's Merfolk. Those are somebody's Merfolk 'cause they're in sleeves.
Correct. Those are Luke's Merfolk, I believe. But I think Dan might have missed the trigger. Which means he also missed the Deeper Delete trigger. This game would be a lot different if Dan just remembered his triggers.
Or if Luke spell pierced this
This Deeper Waters. Like, look at that spell pierce. It's done nothing.
If it was
This
not
entire
banned
game.
when Standard play Rogue Refiner. Well, yeah, it was playing Rogue Refiner. It was like half of the metagame. I don't understand the question, I guess.
I think he's asking if
Merfolk would play
Merfolk play Rogue Refiner. Probably not.
Probably not.
Because it's a Merfolk deck,
Yeah,
not
you
a
don't need the energy.
Refiner deck. So what do we got here, Luke? We're activating Hashep Oasis on something that can be chump blocked.
This feels desperate.
Do you have a way to put a counter on something?
Maybe drew a Jade Bear, although I didn't see it.
He has Unsummon, Spell Pierce, and a couple lands, I believe.
All right, so we have a big ol' Herald.
It is a 5/6 currently. And we just chump block this, right? Yeah. It doesn't give trample.
Maybe he's thinking that Dan would be interested in trying to kill it.
Maybe. So is Dan just dead on, or is Luke just dead on the crackback? Because you tap 5 Merfolk, put a
Luke's
counter
at
on
20.
all your creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh, we're not
8,
just going to do any of that. We're not doing anything.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 unblockable, I think Dan has next turn.
Yikes.
Oh, we're wait, why are we not... I would like you to color me confused here. Because
yeah.
I feel like there should have been some activations and some triggers happening
We
here.
got a nice little debate going on here in the old chatterino.
What's the
about
debate?
The bans.
Oh, what's the debate about?
Someone says they think they should have just errated energy and made it empty at a turn, and somebody else is saying you should just ban Glorybringer. It's a bunch of silliness is what it is.
Yeah, I don't think you ban Glorybringer. I think Glorybringer is a fine magic card.
Here's another Deeper Elite.
Yeah, that's very good.
All right, so now we get 2 counters if he remembers them.
Yeah. We have a die. Then we just play Kumena, right? And again, we can...
There's one.
There's one. Oh, I don't think I remember the
There's
other
no
one. Okay.
Who cares?
It's probably a May.
It is probably a May.
Or it's actually probably up to 1 target Merfolk. So... I don't know. Oh, the store has Merfolk.
Yeah, the store has tons of Merfolk.
Okay. So let's... Oh, he's grabbed 2 dice this time.
A novel idea.
Oh, wait, he only got 1 counter for the... Because he got the trigger off the Deeper Delete cast.
Right.
So that's a cast trigger. So he only would have gotten 1 anyway. And then... So the new one would not have seen the old one enter, but...
So the Deeper Lead is another Merfolk enters the battlefield.
Correct.
But it's not a cast trigger, but it was when he got the trigger off of the Deeper Lead. Is that cast or is that enters the battlefield?
Deeper Waters is a cast trigger, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But, so yeah, he's remembering. Which is good. They're actually serious about banning Glorybringer.
Yeah, he said if you ban Glorybringer, you only had to ban 1 energy card and 1 card from Ramunap Red.
Energy at points was not playing Glorybringer. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Like, 4-color energy just didn't play it. Also,
I was very happy when my opponent didn't play Glorybringer, personally.
Yeah,
but
you can't just ban like the best creatures in every format. That's not exactly how this works. Like, Glorybringer's not overpowered. It's not absurdly powered. Like, it's good. It's a powerful creature.
It's very good, and it's definitely part of the problem, but it is not the answer. Like, banning it is not the answer. All right, so it looks like we've bounced the Kumena again, and
that's just good for Dan.
Has escaped,
but except the fact that he's not activating.
Yeah.
But like Dan's just getting more and more Merfolk. Like these unsummons are actively bad for Luke.
Yeah, I don't.
It's not a game
Dan
you're winning,
have
Luke.
Won, like, multiple turns.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Here's Kumena.
Here's a Merfolk that gives a bunch of counters, and then another Merfolk that gives a bunch of counters. I wonder how many cards Dan could draw right now. The answer is 3. Or he just put 2 counters on everything.
Which is probably the right call.
Seeing as he has a Herald of Secret Streams in his hand, I think it's just correct.
Yeah, I think you just play this, you pass, put 2 counters on everything.
At end of turn.
Herald of Secret Streams.
Kill your opponent.
Kill you. He might just be able to kill everybody now.
It's very possible.
Does he have a second blue source that he can play now?
Doesn't
look like it.
Don't believe so. The other card in his hand might be another copy of Kumena. Oh, we're finally getting frisky. Wait, why are we talking with these 2/2s that can just... Oh, wait, because they can be pumped. Ooh, look at him knowing more than me.
Oh, he's drawing a card.
Oh. Never mind.
Well, just drawing a card. There's
the blue source. But we've tapped all our creatures with counters. Like, Luke's still at 20. We can't kill him this turn. Wait, where's our Merfolk? Where's our more counters?
Yeah, we can put more counters on stuff.
Draw some more cards.
Get another Merfolk.
We attacked for 6. That's something.
All right, so his plan was just to make his opponent concede.
Yes.
To build such an insurmountable board position that his opponent just conceded.
So this is actually just Merfolk versus Lanternfish.
Yes.
Because he's just playing fish like he's playing Lantern.
Yes.
All right.
He's doing a pacifist run of the Merfolk mirror is what's happening.
Luke's just trying to play like a speed run of Zelda in a Merfolk fashion, and Dan's just sitting there with his controller, like trying to find all the little heart containers.
Yeah. So I don't think there's any real argument that can be made about keeping either a Tune with Aether or Rogue Refiner in Standard.
I completely agree.
Like, both of those cards had to go.
You could attempt to make an argument for Rogue Refiner, and I would proceed immediately walk away.
Yeah, it's just it had to go. It was by far the most efficient thing.
I think you could like remove one line of text from that card, and it would still have seen like widespread play no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
Like if it was just a 3-mana 3/2 that gave you 2 energy, probably would have still seen play because it's a relevant body with a relevant resource.
Yeah.
3-mana 3/2 that just drew you a card would have definitely seen play in like every deck that could play it like it did now.
Yeah.
There were decks playing it that just didn't care about the energy because it was a 3-mana 3/2 that just drew a card.
Yep, you're 100% right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not interested in playing with either of those cards ever again. I think that some of the previous standard bans that they've done were a little nonsensical, but
like what?
The Emerakul ban.
You don't agree with that?
No, they should have banned Aetherworks Marvel the first time.
I do agree with that.
Right,
I think
we messed up.
Marvel. I think what would have happened is Marvel would have gotten banned, and then people would have just kept losing to Emerakul, and they eventually would have just complained enough about it that Emerakul would have been banned. I don't think it was necessarily correct to do so, but I think from a consumer happiness standpoint and a like health of not the format but the product you're trying to sell, which is fun interactive gameplay,
Sure.
that it kind of had to go. And I think, well, I don't like that being the reason bans happen. I think that has to be part of their consideration.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like the main reason people advocate for a Lantern ban. Or at least a ban of the Lantern deck, not exactly Lantern of Insight, probably Ensnaring Bridge.
Yeah, that's
ridiculous.
So Emerakul while on like an F&M level, created some like feel bad moments. And I understand that, and you don't want that. It was actually really entertaining to play at a very high level with.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah,
I loved playing that card. Like Green Black Delirium was one of my favorite decks that I'd played in a recent history.
I played a lot of the white blue spirits deck, or like flyers. It wasn't really spirits.
Flash.
Yeah, white blue flash. That's what it was. And that had a very bad matchup against Green
Black
Delirium, mostly because of Ishkana.
Oh, that card was so good.
But when you knew the Emerakul was coming, it like set up this interesting gameplay moment where you had to minimize the damage that Emerakul was doing and try to get to the point where you could just attack through the Emerakul the following turn, or just like deal with it. If you had the stasis snare.
But then, like at that point, like that's just some very unintuitive lines of play.
Right. I think that's unintuitive makes them deep lines of play. Like you have to think on a different level, and that's interesting to me.
Yeah, at a competitive sense, yes. But yeah, that is something that design really wants to like keep out of Magic is like unintuitive lines of play. Like I don't know if any of you guys are following the Great Designer Search, but I've been going over like the past tests, and one of the biggest things Mark Roser hints on about flanking was the biggest reason they hated flanking was because flanking didn't work on other flankers. Yeah. And that was something that was very unintuitive.
Libra JS. Thank you for the follow.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, flanking not working on other flankers is just an weird, absurd corner of the rules that nobody should ever visit.
But then also sometimes just like trying to like play around the coming Emerakul did more damage to you than the actual Emerakul.
It could.
And then they could just not play the Emerakul. Yeah. And then you're in the whole situation again.
Oh, absolutely.
Like if you just like make some weird attacks into like an Ishkana because you realize, okay, I need to kill them before this Emerakul happens, and then just play another Ishkana, you just can't win.
It was bad.
Ever.
It felt real bad. But they knew that they had like a couple graveyard hosing effects coming, and they banned it anyway, and that would have, I think, made the deck much more palatable.
I agree. But in that case, what was Standard supposed to look like? Because wasn't this right around the time where they re-announced format rotation getting weird? Wasn't Shadows...
This was after that. So it was right when... Let's see. It was right after Oath of the Gatewatch that they announced that they were going to...
Going back to like another 18 months of Gideon.
Right. No, it was going to originally be Standard rotated every 6 months whenever a new block came out, and just like knock the last block out.
Which I liked that idea, but that's semantics.
Right. But then they announced it was different, and everyone's like, oh, you're going to play with our Gideons for another
18
decade.
months or whatever.
Yeah.
Felt like years.
Yeah, Gideon was in Standard for way too long. So at the time, they didn't know what the heck Standard was going to look like. They printed some Graveyard Hosers to interact with the Delirium. Never got a chance to come to fruition.
Because all the Graveyard Hate rotated out, or Emerakul rotated out when the Graveyard Hate was printed. All the Graveyard Hate was printed in Amonkhet when Emerakul rotated out.
A couple pieces that never saw any play in Kaladesh.
They weren't good. Wasn't it like Perpetual Timepiece? No, that like milled and then shuffled graveyards back in.
Yeah, that shuffled graveyards back in. That's not where you're going.
Leandro Augusto just subscribed.
Leandro Augusto.
Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it a lot.
But yeah, I think the issue with all these Standard bans isn't... It is an issue with design, but it's an issue with design because they reneged on their decision to speed up the rotation of Standard.
Yeah. Also, have you read the article that Sam Stoddard released like a year or two ago, like going through the process of how they designed Emerakul?
I don't think so.
It's weird. Like originally, Emerakul was just
saying that they wanted it to be like a focal point of the game.
Oh yeah,
a focal point of the story.
The original Emerakul design, I think it was a cast trigger. Just exile all your opponent's non-land permanents. Just all of them.
Oh wow.
Just it happened.
Just got him.
Just did.
Got him.
It was just a Nicol Bolas, Godfair ultimate. Just everything.
And what cost 4?
Well, no, Emerakul. It always cost. It was a 13-13 always.
Okay.
The 13 cost 13-13. They always had that.
That makes sense.
But there wasn't. I think when they had that, I don't think there was any kind of cost reduction effect.
Sure. But then they probably thought, we want people to play this.
Yeah, the big thing that was they wanted people to play in limited.
Oh, in limited?
Yes. The big thing was they wanted a cost reduction effect so that Emerakul could be played in limited.
All right.
Why we're playing our Bilgodrazi in limited, I'm not sure. Wait, did Dan miss his second land drop?
Certainly looks that way.
That's bad.
I think he mulled the 5.
That's unfortunate.
Which is, it happens. If he mulled the 6 and missed his second land drop, that is.
So I think he mulliganed to 5, but. Yeah, this. Merfolk can beat you down.
Is that a naturalize?
That's a naturalize. He boarded naturalize in against Deep Root Waters.
Spell Pierce should be fine.
Yeah, if we cast it.
If we cast it.
If we cast it at the right time.
That's a Merfolk.
Is that
a Tempest Caller?
Tempest Caller, okay. We don't want Tempest Caller. Our opponent has no board.
Yeah, we don't want it. I played in this Team Sealed event, the Team Sealed GP this past weekend.
How'd that go for you?
Not great. I played against a lot of Merfolk decks. How many times do you think somebody played the Forerunner into Tempest Caller against me?
How many rounds did you play?
6. We went 3 and 3.
Okay.
Before we dropped.
And how many Merfolk decks did you play against?
5.
I'm gonna say 4.
Way more than that.
Okay. Oh wait, we're including individual games?
Yeah, just how many did we cast?
I believe I would guess like 10 or 11.
Yeah, it was like 8 to 10 for sure.
Yeah.
It felt real bad every single time.
I played against I don't know what pro it was online. I think it was Tiago Saporito.
Okay.
I think it might have been him. I was in the finals of a draft, and he just went turn 4 Forerunner, get a Forerunner. Turn 5 Forerunner, get another Forerunner. Yep. Do it again, do it again. Eventually get the Merfolk Mistbinder, the Lord, and just play that, and just stomped me.
Yeah, that seems pretty good.
I got
Speaking of the devil, here's the Mistbinder.
Yeah, I got one game off him solely because of Burning Sun's Avatar.
Not sure why we didn't put that on the Elite, but this is fine.
Are we going to trade our Elite here? I don't want to do that.
Well, it's a 3-3. We've got the.
Oh, that's right. We got the Mistbinder. So never mind. Yeah.
I wanted it to be a 4-4.
I don't think it's gonna matter.
Yeah, this game's over.
Yeah. I think Luke's about to go to get some pie here. It's Perkins.
Ha! You got it.
That took me a little too long to like deliver the punchline. Yeah, so we drew another land.
All right, so we
got
got
a few more lands. Is that good enough?
Probably not.
Play Branchwalker. Anymore. Most likely. Oh, we got that Deep Root Waters.
That's not gonna cut it.
Yeah, Dan knows Luke boarded a Naturalize. He doesn't want it. That's the only reason.
Yeah, he's got.
Not because he's massively behind on board.
No, he's got the read.
Luke obviously left Spell Pierce up, even though we know he doesn't want to counter Deep Root Waters.
Yeah, he's never going to count that.
No. There's no point. What we got here?
Oh,
another Lord.
Yeah, put some counters, attack you with all these guys.
Lord. Oh, we can't unsummon anything because we played the wrong land.
Awkward.
Although I don't think unsummoning would really do anything.
Oh,
still had all D's because I'm dead.
Yikes. All right, so 1-1. The first game was dominated by Dan Perkins' Deep Root Waters, resolving...
When it should not have.
Yeah, it should absolutely not have. Second game, dominated by Dan Perkins, not drawing any lands and mulliganing to Oblivion. So let's see how this third game turns out. Let's see if Luke learned his lesson.
Yeah. Have you seen the clip of Patrick Sullivan not ranting about Chupacabra, but when I think it was Chris Anderson playing against Fish when he was playing like 5-color Death Show, but he's just like, oh look, I had all these cards in my hand that I couldn't cast because I didn't have enough lands and mana. And it's like Patrick Sullivan just goes off at him and he's like, of course that's why you didn't cast cards.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the if only I could have played these or
yeah.
It's just silly. I gave Victor Kurz a talking to once about that.
Yeah. There's a very interesting article written on Channel Fireball like over the past couple days. It was called "Stop Telling Bad Beat Stories."
Yeah.
That I haven't gotten a chance to read it yet, but I've seen like discussions and comments from it that it's basically just like, oh, your opponent drew that card they put in their deck and was essential to their main strategy. Of course, I'm so sorry you lost.
So there's multiple sides to this. So if it's just you losing a game of Magic, whatever. Like, yeah, you don't need to tell the world about that. But if you play a particularly difficult game of Magic,
oh yeah,
and, like your opponent draws out exactly what they need, and you're like, okay, well.
Or it's a very like tense situation. Right. A good example being the Brian Kibler video that we mentioned earlier today.
That's fine. Like if you want to decompress and tell your friend about it, and like talking about it kind of gets it out there, and you're not stewing in your own tilt, you're not brining in your own salt. Then that's good. That's healthy.
Yeah.
Complaining to your opponent, not healthy.
Yeah, no. Don't complain to your opponent. They have no sympathy for you.
Unless you're on Moto, then complain to your opponent all the time because that's pretty.
Oh, I had a someone cuss me out in Italian the other day.
Oh yes.
They basically just told me to just go play Pokemon because that's like the only way I would be able to win.
Did you beat him?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He because he was playing Godfair's Gift and I was playing Approach.
Oh sure.
And I played horribly. Like it was, I always forget that Gate to the Afterlife has the when a creature dies they loot.
Yeah.
And so I fumigated his board.
Ooh.
And that happened. And I kind of needed to.
Yeah.
And literally if like he discards 2 creatures, then he just is able to get Godfair's Gift and I lose.
Right.
But he just didn't draw the second creature off the last creature off the loot, and so he was really upset about it. And then I just destroyed him because like I untapped like Disallow and Cast Outs in hand and just everything I needed. But he was not happy.
Yeah,
I was unhappy with myself afterwards because I was just like, what have I done?
That's pretty good. Yeah, I don't play a lot of Moto these days. I play a lot of online games though, mostly fighting games, and man, those people get really salty as well.
So. Oh yeah, like that's part of the reason like I can't play things like I can't play Overwatch anymore because everyone just gets so upset.
Overwatch is a little overrated anyway. It was fun for a while.
Yeah, I actually just started playing a lot more Moto. I'm not 100% sure why, but I did.
You're like, you know what? I want to play this standard right now.
Yeah.
This is the one.
And it's not like I have options on Moto. I just basically have anything I need to play a bad control deck. Like, I actually just bought a bunch of the cards for Grixis midrange, so I can play that now. But
sure.
Originally it was just like, okay, do I want to play...
What is this card that Luke just drew?
I didn't get a good look. Is that an invention?
Looks like a foil Nissa.
Is it a foil Nissa Steward of Elements? Lord.
It just looks like it's made of solid gold.
Is that a good card in this matchup? I'm not sure.
I could imagine so. It
seems decent if we all just like turn into this giant board stall. I've played against a lot of Merfolk players that obviously boarded in against me because I'm playing bad control decks.
Yeah.
And they just like play it on 1, plus it to 3, and that basically then hits everything in their deck. So they just zero it and over and over and over again.
I would very much be willing to trade this Mistbinder for
a Deep-Root Elite. Oh yeah.
I would definitely send that in there. Or Mistwalker.
All right. No, Luke can't. He can't spell pierce the Deep-Root Waters if it comes up.
I don't think it is, but I think we're gonna see a third.
A third Deep-Root Elite.
This is gonna get out of hand so quick.
Lord, Dan, please tell me you have like Silver Girl Adept into like just anything.
Just untap Kumena.
Oh God.
He has a Baral's Expertise in hand.
What?
That seems spicy.
Oh God,
that's a little bit of spicy.
You want to be able to answer this board? There you go. Oh, there's Silver Girl Adept. Okay, into Kumena. Trigger. There's 4 triggers here. Draw the card, and then we get 3 counters.
Spread them out. Spread them out.
It's probably correct. Nope. Or we're just going to put 3 on this Silver Girl Adept.
I think we can't attack with this turn. Let's load it up.
Yeah. Can we put a Panharmonicon in this deck? Get all the triggers.
Just double them up. All right, Luke's got Island in hand, I'm pretty sure.
I think Brawl's actually, is it 4 mana or 5
It's
mana?
5, and you
It
get
is
to cast
5
something
mana.
for 4.
Yeah. Although, what are we casting? Wait, is that a, is it the mind control effect? Like Ensnaring Melody or something like that?
Enchanting Melody?
Enchanting Melody, blue X?
That would also be spicy.
Oh, God.
Although he can't cast it now.
Well, you said he has an island hand, right?
Well, he just played this forest.
Okay, well, he doesn't cast it now. He knows his opponent has Kumena.
Oh,
He steals his opponent's Kumena.
That's a big deal. And then shows him how to use it.
Especially if Dan loads up all the counters on Kumena because he thinks he can make it unblockable. Oh, Lord. Wait, is Enchanting Melody power or CMC?
CMC.
Oh, God.
Also just going to cost 5.
That would be insane.
I guess you just have to cast a Nissa here.
That seems...
Scry 2, make sure you get your final land.
Yeah.
Here's this Entrancing Melody. That's a nice one.
It's a very... In these creature matchups...
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I don't know how much you ever played with Exert Influence.
Not a whole lot.
That was the bane of my existence back when I played Siege Rhino.
Oh, sure. I didn't care about it. They could steal my Siege Rhino. I was going to play like a Goblin Dark Dwellers or something next turn.
Oh, this is before that.
Oh, sure.
Oh, I love that. That was like my favorite deck I've played since probably like Abzan Control.
Yeah.
Back then, no. This was when I was playing Abzan Aggro. Like,
we're just passing on 4 mana?
What?
With nothing?
What do we have? We have to have something.
I saw nothing. I think his hand is Nissa, Melody,
Brawl's expertise, and something else.
Island.
There's no way he passes here. If the card must not be an island.
I thought it looked like a Zendikar Scoops Island.
Okay, no, there's it's an unsummon.
All right, so we just have an unsummon. That's fair.
I still want to... Oh, I guess we can't play the Nissan one if we want to unsummon. I don't know. Knowing that I have Entrancing Melody in his hand, I can just like kind of steal something from him. I just want to play this Nissa and make sure I have that other blue source.
Yeah, I would have much rather ensured the second blue source here.
Because if Dan untaps with this, I think he just wins. Like, double Deep-Root Elite. He can just play the Deep-Root Elite this turn.
Yeah. I mean, we got rid of the one with 3 counters on it already. We can do some chumping all loaded up.
Oh my god, if he just plays this Deep-Root Elite.
He has an unsummon of his own.
Oh, so he can... Even if the Kumena goes over to Luke, he can still stop it from just destroying him. I would play the Deep-Root Elite here, though. And I would not put all 3 counters on Kumena.
I would not do that either, but
I would spread them around among my elites.
I have a feeling that's going to happen.
It's what we've seen from Dan in the past. I think all of his Deep-Root Elite triggers have targeted the same creature every time they've happened.
I believe that's true.
Oh, we're attacking. For 5. So can't we just... Doesn't this just trade for a Kumena Speaker here?
Yeah.
Although he's taking it.
So these Kumena Speakers are 3/3s?
Correct.
I guess it sets up like a blowout with the unsummon in Dan's hand.
Yeah, but
if I know what's in my hand, I'm taking that 100%. Like, oh, if he has unsummon, then yeah, we'll just we'll get blown out here. But
that's
boy,
fine.
Are we taking that Kumena?
Oh my God! Please don't put them all on Kumena. I mean,
put them on Kumena. Come on, you know you want to.
I mean, he's just gonna unsummon the Kumena back to his own hand. Oh.
No.
There's also no guarantee Luke finds another blue source.
That's true. Or that it comes into play untapped.
It's also true.
What you got? What you got for me, Dan?
These enemy colored mana bases are kind of rough.
They are. Which is unfortunate because that's what all the tribes are.
I know. Well, it's only 2 of them. Oh, there's the 5. Show us the 5.
Oh, he split them up.
Oh,
I thought he was going to second guess himself for a second.
We got some logic in here. There's no room for that in Magic.
What was the draw?
I believe that was a Branch Walker.
Yep.
It looked like a Branch Walker.
So we run out the Branch Walker off of the Oasis and Unstable Terrain.
Correct.
And then hope to get into a land to Nissa for 1. And then we could probably save some life as he's going to try to make his Kumena unblockable and come at your Nissa, which is fine.
Yeah. I
We're
think
just
you
gonna
have to just
Nissa for
hope
one
to do
and
that.
plus it.
Oh,
Oh, we're
so
tapping
now
this
we
weird.
have to hope to hit. Oh, untapped or not untapped. So we have Entrancing Melodies next year. So maybe Dan will get baited into using the unsummon this turn.
Yeah.
This Entrancing Melody is gonna be sweet. Maybe he loads up this Cometa too, just to hit him.
Oh, is he going to draw a card in the
Oh, come on, draw a card.
Do it, man.
Please, Dan.
He's learning.
There you go. There you go. Yes. Jerry Thompson would be so proud. I think this is his favorite card from the new set, just because it reminds him of Crypt Breaker.
Oh, yeah.
Which won him a PT. What artifact is that in Dan's hand? Is there an artifact in his hand?
I don't know.
That middle card. Oh, no, that's an
Unsummon.
unsummon. Okay. So we have a Deep Root Elite.
Here's the 4th Deeper Elite.
All 4. Don't
Why
put
not?
them all. Is he going to put them all? Please don't put them all in
Put 'em all
Cometa.
in. Suit her up. Suit her up, Dan.
Fish get swole. There were 3 originally.
We got a swole
Oh,
fish.
God.
We got a swole fish.
There's no way Dan can just kill him right now, is there? No.
No.
Okay.
Here's the swole fish.
Oh, SpongeBob.
What do we got? You
Well,
got to swing with Commander. He's probably
Oh,
deciding
you have
whether
to.
or not to make it unblockable. You probably just do. You're not going to block with
Yeah.
these deeper elites. And you can still draw a card.
So I think what Dan's deciding to do here is, does he want to try to bait Luke into some weird multi-block scenario to try to kill Cometa, and then just unsummon something to blow him out?
There's the Cometa.
Yeah, there we go. This is a 6. Was it 8-10? 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4, 5, 11. Luke has 11 power in play. So if Dan just attacks with everything, he can block with everything. Then he bounces the Mistbinder and just wraths his board. Wait, don't tell me we're drawing a card. Please do not draw a card. No. Okay, so we're just making Kumena unblockable. I think this is also fine.
Yeah. So I've got this Baral's expertise in my hand. I know I'm not going to bounce a Silvergill, so I'm going to try to trade off with it.
Agreed.
And this, I think, is going to bait out the unsummon, which is
Oh.
going to make this match so much more interesting.
Oh, Lord. God, if Luke just rips a land so he can play Kumena Speaker plus Entrancing Melody for 3?
Yeah. Did he put that one Kumena speaker in the yard? I think he put both of them in the yard there.
Oh, yeah, that's not how that works. One of them has been bounced, sir.
Yeah, let's make sure he knows that so he resolved this card correctly.
These are another Entrancing Melody? No, it was a Herald of Secret Streams.
Which, also sweet with this Kumena.
Yeah.
Take that one.
Is he still dead?
He's at 7. No, he's not dead.
Okay.
He's going to have to make some tough blocks.
He's going to have to make some very annoying blocks.
He should have a Kumena speaker
Yes.
in hand, so we need to tell him that. Because you have to make sure the cards are resolved correctly. So if the old Spotter Monkarino wants to do that,
Good old Justin would tell him that.
That'd be great.
I think that would be what we call swell.
Swole fish again.
I'm pretty sure the fish is a name. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's officially swole fish now.
Okay. Hear that, Nickelodeon? You don't have a choice. It is just Swolefish.
Also, we're going to charge you royalties.
Yes. Tell him that one of the Kumena speakers in his graveyard was bounced and didn't die. Should be in his hand. A Luke. I guess it is. Both are playing Commander Speaker.
Yeah.
But
okay.
There we go.
We have fixed it. Doesn't change anything from the last turn. So
no.
Whatever.
He's still gonna Entrancing Melody this.
Oh,
we have a Lord.
We have.
Which puts 4 counters. About.
Hopefully he doesn't put them all in the Silvergill Adept and actually spreads them out.
Yeah. So.
And then that might be enough to kill. Luke.
Or at least force Luke to trade off both of his guys.
Or
and
Trump
that's
with both
gonna.
of his guys,
Well,
likely.
yeah, more than likely. Which effectively is gonna be it.
Well, he has this Brawl's expertise.
Oh God, that's right.
So if he draws something real, I mean, he can Brawl's expertise into the Herald of
Secret Streams. But Brawl's expertise only gets rid of 3 things. Like, he's going to take damage on this turn.
Oh, he's going to take damage.
And that might just be enough to...
Oh, does he have another Merfolk?
Oh, Lord. We have a Herald of Secret Streams? No, we're activating that, and we're just swinging out.
All right, so can we survive?
So we block the 4/4 elite. No, it's a 5/5.
So we're going to take 2 from the smallest elite, 3 from the smallest elite.
No, he dies.
4 from the next one. So that'll just do it.
Yep. So the Entrancing Melody was not enough.
No, but it was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
The Oasis makes it Xaxes, basically.
Yeah, because it puts another lethal threat. So these players aren't friendly anymore. We just got Perkins.
We did. All right, that used up pretty much the entire round.
That was fun to watch, though.
It was entertaining. So we'll be back for round 4 here in a couple minutes. I don't know. Are you going to do anything exciting between matches? I already ate my gumbo. So.
Yeah, he got his gumbo. I might see if they have any decent candy bars here.
All right,
but
so there you go.
I don't think there's going to be any that... I didn't see any thing like Twix or Milky Ways.
Nothing too exciting, but we'll see you guys soon.